The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, will continue to put in long hours at the hospital and put his medical expertise to good use. The show practically treats Finn like Superman since he's always saving the day. Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McSinswood, definitely views Finn as a hero since he's come to her rescue so many times. Most recently when she was locked in deranged Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada cage. However, Finn has also proven he's a hero to his patients, including Steffi, Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, and especially Eric Forrester, John McCook, since he came up with his life-saving treatment. Since B&B has really played up this heroic angle with Finn, we can think of the perfect gripping story that should come next. Finn needs to get knocked off his pedestal just a bit and prove he's human, just like everyone else. Although Finn is normally the one coming up with solutions on the job and stepping up when it counts, what if he drops the ball on a particular case? Finn might misdiagnose someone with tragic results, or perhaps he could make a big mistake like giving a patient the wrong medication or dosage. The show has highlighted the fact that there were 2 Dr. Finnegans at the hospital where Finn works with his mother, Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda. Maybe that could come into play somehow if Finn accidentally gets some test results meant for Lie and thinks he can help. There might be a situation where Lie gets blamed for Finn's mistake, just to add the drama of it all. Regardless, it'd be interesting to watch Finn cope with losing a patient and it being his fault. Finn might be torn up enough to lean on Sheila for comfort and set the stage for more drama in his marriage. This certainly seems like something Sheila would exploit in her efforts to form a real bond with Finn. Whatever the case, Finn and Steffi could use a new storyline, so we'll bring you more predictions on what their next one might look like. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say bad news is always just around the corner, so stick with us for updates on what might be in store for Steffi and Finn. CDL's where you want to be for great Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, predictions, updates, and news, so visit us regularly for more B&B info. Hope, a hero in every sense of the word. From saving Steffi Forrester's life on multiple occasions to devising life-saving treatments for his patients, Finn has been placed on a pedestal, celebrated for his medical expertise and calm under pressure. However, in a world as tumultuous as the Bold and the Beautiful, heroes too can falter, and it may be time for Finn's fall from grace. Finn's tragic misstep, misdiagnosing a patient or administering the wrong treatment, could shake the very foundation of his life, both professionally and personally. For so long, Finn has been the rock in everyone's life, especially Steffi's. She views him as her hero, the one who saved her from deranged threats like Luna Nozawa, and the man who always knows what to do. But what happens when the unthinkable occurs? What happens when Finn is the cause of a tragedy? As Finn continues his grueling hours at the hospital, his mental and emotional state may begin to fray. Exhaustion leads to mistakes, and in a tense moment of confusion or fatigue, Finn could administer the wrong medication or misdiagnose a critical patient. Perhaps, in an ironic twist of fate, the mistake could come from confusion over test results meant for his mother, Dr. Lee Finnegan, creating even more chaos. Lee's name might appear on the test results, leading Finn to believe that it's his responsibility to treat the patient based on incorrect information. In the rush of hospital life, such errors happen, and Finn is about to face the consequences of one. The patient, whose name might not be of great significance to Finn at first, will become a face he will never forget. A tragic outcome looms: death, disability, or irreparable harm. Finn, always used to saving the day, will now be forced to reckon with the horrifying truth. His mistake has cost someone their life. Finn's character has always been one of strength and resilience, but this mistake will rock him to his core. He will be devastated, struggling with the overwhelming guilt that comes with losing a patient, especially knowing that it was his fault. The pressure will mount as hospital administrators begin their investigation, placing Finn under the microscope. His spotless record may now have a permanent blemish, casting doubt on his future as a doctor. Adding to the tension, Lee Finnegan may become involved, whether by taking the blame for her son's mistake or by becoming embroiled in the hospital's disciplinary process. The relationship between mother and son, already strained by past events involving Sheila Carter, could fracture under the weight of this tragedy. Lee may feel conflicted, wanting to protect her son while also holding him accountable for his actions. At home, Finn's marriage to Steffi will face a new challenge. Steffi has always seen Finn as her knight in shining armor, the man who can do no wrong. This tragic mistake, however, will force her to see Finn's humanity in a way she hasn't before. She'll struggle to support him as he spirals into self-doubt and guilt. The tension in their marriage will grow as Steffi tries to balance being there for Finn while also coming to terms with the fact that her husband made a fatal mistake. Their home, once a sanctuary, will become a place of tension and unease. Finn may begin to withdraw, unable to face Steffi or the children without feeling like a failure. Steffi, who has always been a source of strength for Finn, may find herself questioning whether she can handle this new version of her husband, broken and vulnerable. As Finn's world begins to crumble, Sheila Carter will sense an opportunity. Sheila has long been an outsider in Finn's life, desperately trying to form a bond with her estranged son. Up until now, Finn has resisted her advances, seeing Sheila as the dangerous and manipulative woman she truly is. But in his darkest moment, when he feels like he has no one else to turn to, Finn might find himself vulnerable to Sheila's manipulations. Sheila, ever the opportunist, will swoop in with a carefully crafted plan to comfort her son. She'll play the role of the concerned mother, offering Finn a shoulder to cry on and telling him exactly what he needs to hear, that he's not to blame, that mistakes happen, and that he's still the brilliant doctor and hero he's always been. Sheila will exploit Finn's vulnerability, planting the seeds of doubt about his marriage to Steffi and his relationship with Lee. She'll use this tragedy to try and worm her way into Finn's life, convincing him that she's the only one who truly understands him. Finn, in his weakened state, may begin to lean on Sheila more and more. He'll find solace in her words, despite knowing deep down that she's dangerous. Steffi will undoubtedly see through Sheila's act and will do everything in her power to keep her away from Finn, but as Finn drifts further into guilt and despair, he may push Steffi away, leaving a gap that Sheila is all too eager to fill. The ramifications of Finn's mistake will be felt far beyond the hospital. His professional reputation will take a hit, and there may be legal consequences depending on the severity of the patient's death. Lee will have to grapple with her own guilt, especially if she played a part in the mix-up with the test results. The hospital staff, once his colleagues and supporters, may begin to question his abilities, and Finn will find himself isolated in his grief. Meanwhile, Sheila will continue to weave her web of manipulation, taking advantage of every opportunity to drive a wedge between Finn and Steffi. As she gains more access to Finn, she'll start to insert herself into his life in ways that make Steffi increasingly uncomfortable. The battle between Steffi and Sheila for control over Finn's life will escalate, creating even more drama and tension in their already strained relationship. Ultimately, the question remains, will Finn be able to pull himself out of this downward spiral? Will he find a way to atone for his mistake and rebuild his life, or will this tragedy be the catalyst for his complete unraveling? Steffi's love for Finn is strong, but even she has limits. If Finn continues to push her away and lean on Sheila, their marriage may not survive. At the same time, Finn will have to confront the reality of his own fallibility. He's always been the hero, the one who saves the day, but now he's the one who made the mistake. The journey to redemption will be long and difficult, but if anyone can overcome this tragedy, it's John Finn Finnegan. The bold and the beautiful thrives on drama, And Finn's tragic mistake would provide a fresh and compelling storyline that shakes up his life in ways he never expected. From the hospital to his home, the fallout from this error will test Finn's relationships, his career, and his own sense of self-worth. As Sheila Carter seizes the chance to comfort her son, Finn's world will hang in the balance, and viewers will be left wondering, can Finn overcome this crisis, or will it destroy him?